Following podcast contains strong language, graphic violence, and nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
And in the morning, I'm making waffles.
Four guys and a movie. Four guys and a movie. Donnie, Brian, Rob, and Joe reviewing movies for the show. Four guys and a movie.
Money is why. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 4 a.m. podcast. The podcast about movies, snacks, and all things nerdy.
We were all just dismissed with a Shrek. Fuck you.
That's right. I am your out-of-town detective on vacation. My name is Rob the Knob. Lost track of where I was going there. I'm joined by these other policemen. Yeah, what policeman are you? Tony the policeman?
Chief Brick.
Chief Brick.
Slightly racist detective.
Slightly racist detective, okay.
I'm Serge.
Serge. It's a pleasure to meet you, Serge. Today, we watched The Cop of Beverly Hills. Of the year, Tony?
1984.
1984. Wowza. Has everybody seen this film before?
Nope.
Parts of it.
not.
Really?
Just tidbits.
Oh, okay.
It's funny.
Surfing through the channels.
I've seen Beverly Hills Cop 3 like a bunch of times, but just 3.
Okay.
I don't know why.
I'm just guessing, but I feel like the other two got a lot more play on like whatever channel. Was it Comedy Central maybe, or
Maybe any one of those.
whoever
yeah.
it was, or TNT, whoever was the one playing it.
Wherever characters are welcome. Yeah, I've seen this a handful of times myself. What can you tell us about this film?
So directed by Martin Brest.
Breast.
Yeah, who brought us Midnight Run, Scent of a Woman, Meet Joe Black, and Geely.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Was that where his career terminated?
Pretty much. The movie was originally going to star and partially written by Sylvester Stallone, who was like, this probably isn't for me.
That would have been a totally
Especially,
different
they were like,
Yes.
Sylvester, what's with all the N-words in here, man?
I'm probably. But, funny enough, part of it was supposedly he didn't think, the inclusion of so much humor would be good for him.
Fair point. Sly.
Yes. Not that it stopped him in the
In
long run.
1984, that made sense.
Just save it for Oscar, pal.
We're a couple years away from Stopper. My mom will show.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that too.
The one that I think is more accurate is he's like, I don't think people will buy me as a fish out of water kind of cop. I'm like, shut up.
I mean,
I don't think people will buy you as someone who wields authority.
right. A human being
But
of this earth.
I believe we mentioned the possible inclusion of Eddie Murphy in Ghostbusters, but he passed on it to do this movie, and
Worked out for him.
unsurprisingly,
Yeah, this is kind of Eddie Murphy's Ghostbusters, isn't it?
He could have been Winston.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think
That would have been a really different character.
Yeah.
Yes.
and that would have been too much, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think Winston would be my favorite Ghostbuster anymore.
No.
Yeah, because like Ernie Hudson does the everyman so well, and Eddie Murphy can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have changed the whole dynamic. This is the film debut of one Marlon Wayans, aka Banana Man.
And what?
I thought that
how
was
he's-
Damon Wayans.
Huh?
I thought that
Or,
was.
I'm saying
yeah,
Damon
Damon,
Wayans. Did I say Marlon?
You
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is credited as Banana Man.
And he looks like somebody recording a child filming their first play.
And he's also just doing that character.
Yeah, he's doing that thing he do.
Yeah.
But he do it well.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It got a kerfuffle out of me.
Yeah, and a whole bunch of this movie is, unsurprisingly, is improvised, and it apparently is a bunch of other scripts that were just kind of sewn together in a way that worked. And whenever they didn't really have a point or a plot, they just let Eddie Murphy riff.
Okay.
But it worked out really well.
I suspected something like that was in play because, like, the pacing of this movie is weird.
Yeah. But also at one point they use a satellite tracking system, which at the time was made up bullshit. Now we have it everywhere.
Oh, like when they were tracking the cop cars?
Yeah,
That was
we didn't have
the
GPS
that
at
was
the
just-
time.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
all right.
wondering about that.
I was
Yeah.
like, wow, that seems really early. But
Yeah.
okay. They just made it up.
They just made it up.
Good for them.
Yeah. So yeah, do you want to guess at what the budget was for this movie?
Ooh, I'm 84. I'm going to say 12 million. There was a lot of cars and shit doing stuff early on, huh?
It's 1984.
I'm going to say...
Keep in mind, renting a hotel for $200 a night was super expensive.
Yeah, I'm going to say 15 million.
Okay.
Bumping it up.
10 million.
Remember, stakes are low.
I'm waiting for John to go.
7.
I'll take the $1 and see where it gets me.
Well, it gets you nothing. Brick takes it because Rob foolishly changed it. It was 13 million.
Okay.
So close.
All right, well, you
So
know,
close.
you got to, that's the game we play, man.
It's the gamble.
Fast and loose.
Want to guess how much it made?
Oh, a lot.
I don't know. Like, was this more of a home rental TV repetition success story?
Would it help if I told you that when the executives had a private screening, they had already, locked in the other two movies?
So they were doing the sequels no matter what. I'm gonna say 200 million.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I feel like that's high.
30 million.
If he said 50, yeah, I'm going to go 40 million.
It was 350.
Holy
Wow.
shit. Wow.
Now, admittedly, when I have these numbers, I don't know fully if that's including any reshowing since then.
Right.
That could be a factor, but
What
this
was
was very successful.
What was
so,
Eddie
my
Murphy's star power at the time that this came out?
God. Oh, this was it. This was like he.
This is what blew him up, or was
I
he
believe
already
He was
This
just
is
on
what-
Saturday Night Live at that point.
Yeah, I
right?
believe this is what blew
Okay.
him up. I didn't really check on that, but
Okay.
I don't know if Raw had come out yet or anything.
yes, Raw had.
Yeah, that's probably why he was making fun of. Remember when he was laughing
Yes.
at all the guys wearing
In the
the
leather
leather costumes? I felt like that was sort of like a thing
Yes.
to do
the
with that.
two
so-
guys specifically that he looks back at and laughs. That's I figured that has to be him kind of mocking himself for Raw.
I don't know what Raw is.
It's his
It's a show
comedy
with
special.
Heath Ledger.
Oh.
He's also wearing this super restrictive leather bodysuit that those guys were wearing that he laughed at. But it was purple and black, I believe.
And every 15 minutes, Gordon Ramsay would come out and go, "It's raw!"
Huh.
You just scream it.
Fucking Raw.
It's fucking raw. You're gonna kill somebody.
So this film has Eddie Murphy in it.
Yep, it sure does.
It has also a fairly young Judge Reinhold, yet to attend Ridgemont High, if I recall, and have Fast Times there. You got John Ashton as Sergeant Taggart, Lisa Eilbecker as Jenny Summers, Ronnie Cox as Lieutenant Bogomil, and Stephen Burkhoff as Victor Maitland.
Who was Deadface Goon?
Oh, Mike
That
the
was
Cleaner.
Jonathan Banks, a.k.a.
Yep.
Mike the Cleaner.
That's Zach.
Him, yeah, in the
Yeah. Which that's weird. It was weird for me knowing he gets a lot more threatening later in life when he's older and fatter than he is here.
Bronson Pinchot also, I believe, making his debut as
Yes.
Serge. I believe that landed him Perfect Strangers.
Yes.
Just
It
this
did.
role right
They were
here.
like, let's make an entire show of that.
And I also read that apparently all of that was like his hairdresser. Like he had this hairdresser who just that was their personality and possible accent. I'm not clear on that part, but so he basically just was channeling her, and that made him a career.
All right.
You also get like 5 minutes of Paul Reiser in
Yeah.
the beginning.
Yeah. Just Paul Reiser out of nowhere.
Jeffrey.
Yeah. Jeff.
Just before he shot off into space to cause a lot of problems.
Yep. So, let's get into this. Let's dig into this meat patty that is Beverly Hills Cop.
So it starts off just like black screen, kind of nothing going on, little build up music. A couple words go across the screen. Then suddenly it's just like Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, you're here.
And then it's like
The heat is
and
on, baby.
you forget like how awesome this movie's soundtrack is.
It's like all the songs.
Yeah.
All the songs you now hear on the oldies station.
Condensed 1984 down into a can.
But at the same time,
And
you're
filtered out all the Van Halen, and this is what you got.
at the same time, though, you're like, wait, this isn't the Axel Foley theme. That comes later. But I didn't know.
Because at this time, this was not like the Axel Foley theme. Like even when they made, when they made it, they did eventually, like that was kind of his theme. But it was originally just intended for like that one scene with the banana in the tailpipe. But they were like, this fits so well, we're just gonna put it fucking wherever.
But the title
Tim
of the song
parking
is
a car
Axel
will have that
Foley
theme.
theme.
Well, it was, eventually, but like when he wrote it, it was the banana tailpipe theme.
You got a banana in your tailpipe. Boop, boop. Banana in your tailpipe. Toot, toot.
But yeah, that shows you how big this movie was, though, because like the Axel Foley theme, that's one of the few movie themes you just hear on the
It's
radio.
just on the radio.
Yeah.
And weirdly, a song from Ghostbusters 2.
Which one?
Well, I was going to say the Bobby Brown one, but they're all Bobby Brown ones from Ghostbusters 2.
I guess we're gonna have to
City?
take control.
That one, yes.
Oh,
that's the
yes.
one. That's the one.
Okay.
That too hot to handle, too cold.
Yeah, how many?
I hear that shit at work.
I mean,
like,
Ghostbusters
daily.
The Ghostbusters
Yeah.
theme too, to an extent.
But I mean, but I'm
Only on
talking.
Halloween.
I'm talking like just an instrumental.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
fair.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the only one of those you'll hear on the radio.
Yeah, I think that's
Anyway, we see glorious Detroit.
Glorious.
It's. I mean, it captures the character of Detroit. Did everyone see the kid shoot milk out his nose?
Oh yeah.
Oh, did we ever? I was like, what's that?
He had a
Was it just his nose?
no. He had a
It was-
3-hole
No, he
surprise.
was-
It was coming out.
It was coming out of everything.
Just-
I was impressed that everyone's pants were covering their asses.
That hadn't. I think that hadn't started yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
That was much
yeah.
later.
Yeah.
In
Also, one thing I learned
Life.
when they were filming this, they filmed this in actual Detroit, unsurprising. But I guess the film crew had cops escort them till the cops felt it wasn't safe anymore. And the film crew went on and just continued
Yeah.
doing their thing.
I like the shot of that whole family that has the mullet with the bandana like
Yeah.
tied into it, and it's like a husband, wife, and kid with it. And we arrive in an alleyway where there's a dual trailer truck full of cigarettes, just Pall Malls for days.
Oh yeah.
And we
Lucky
hear
Strikes.
that Eddie Murphy's a businessman. We hear that like 30 times. He's just talking to this one guy, and he's saying like, "I'm a businessman," like rappers would say. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a businessman with a business
This,
plan.
yeah, this guy's like, I want to give you the money. I'm a businessman. I got cigarettes.
Well, it's because the guy was trying to give him $2,000 for $5,000 worth of cigarettes.
And in the background, you see the sneakiest cop car. It's just like, doot, 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 doot. And then it backs up.
Yeah.
with a mile high, tall light, revolving light on top of it.
Just
Because
rolls.
back in the day, they actually had to have light bulbs.
Yep. No, I know.
Just rolls down the alleyway. It gets right up on him.
Yeah, you're like, how did they not hear that? It's not
Because Eddie Murphy's
Eddie
just like, I'm a businessman.
Eddie, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is loud and obnoxious, but still,
And by this
so are
point,
those cars.
the man is hypnotized by his teeth and is just waiting for him to stop talking.
It's like, read my lips. And he's like, your lips have not touched at any point in this conversation.
Your mouth has not closed once.
You have said all the words.
So now the cops, they get out of the car and the goon's like, I'm just going to go. And
I'm
they're
not
like,
a businessman.
hey, don't.
Yeah, please don't.
Meanwhile, the other goon is in the front, like he's gotten in the cab of the trailer, and he's just like, I'm in a big ass truck. I'm driving off.
Well, this is the part that was kind of weird because, like, him and Eddie Murphy, this one crook and Eddie Murphy are in the back, and they're asked for the ID, and yeah, he's like, let's get out of here, and runs alongside the truck, but like doesn't try to get on it or in it or anything. So
that man's just gone.
The truck just leaves, and he's just fucking stuck there. Like, oh shit, I didn't really think about this.
But it's like it seems like he got away, and then this big chase ensues, and cigarettes are flying everywhere out the back of this truck, and we're listening to "Doing the Neutron Dance." And this truck is destroying everything. It's just, once the goon realizes that he could crash into cars and he's not going to get hurt, he's just like, well, I'm hitting all the cars.
Ability unlocked.
Yeah.
Optimus Prime,
literally
go.
like everything.
So I can see how many stars I can get.
And you just have someone who is definitely Eddie Murphy hanging from the back of this thing. Put a pin in that, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah.
But then there's the police set up a roadblock. So the goon's like, all right, I'm going to swerve over here. And he crashes and like jackknifes the car and whatnot. And then he just gets out and runs away. And there's like 20 cops at the roadblock. And they're just like, hey. And he's gone. And you're just like,
Hey, stop.
what the hell? And then this is when we find out that Eddie Murphy is named Axel Foley because the cops, they all point guns at him. They're like, Axel, we should have known you were behind this.
Which is like a super cool name.
It is.
Yeah. Also, I suspect that they were just like more interested in arresting the truck. Because at the time, they didn't realize the driver had any effect on it.
Yeah, it was like someone put some cuffs on that truck.
You know how much damage you caused, sir? Why aren't you answering me?
So, we're at police headquarters. And,
In Detroit.
We get
in Detroit.
Paul Reiser for like 2 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's like, Axel Foley, what are you doing?
The boss is going to be mad at you.
Eddie Murphy's just like, I don't want to listen to anything you say.
And we're like, yes, that is correct.
Just, I don't want Paul Reiser to be part of this project.
Always the response.
Enter the blackest, sassiest police chief you ever did. Lay
Anthony
your
Mackie's
eyes
dad.
on. Is it really Anthony Mackie's
It
dad?
looks like Anthony
Okay, I
Mackie.
was gonna say, shit.
I believe this guy was an actual police officer.
You think so?
Like that was one of the things I read. Like he was actually like a detective or something somewhere.
No, okay, that makes sense. He's like, I just got my ass chewed out. There's nothing left of my ass. It's just my asshole is just a hole now. It's not even an ass. It's just hole.
Every line delivered to Eddie Murphy in this movie, there was a variable amount of time pause as Eddie Murphy has to deliver whatever response comes from his head. In this case, it's like, he didn't eat all your ass. You still got a little ass left.
And the weird thing is, Eddie Murphy, all right. I'm going to take y'all on a little, just walk with me on this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Eddie Murphy, the whole damn movie, is given this face. You know in The Lion King, when the lady lion is giving off that fuck me face? That's kind of...
I do know what you're talking about, but I don't see how it relates.
It's kind of the face Eddie Murphy's given. He's got... His eyes are just like... He's got them... All right. Go on.
I've never
He's
seen
got
Lion
bedroom eyes.
Oh, fucking brick. Huh?
He's got bedroom eyes. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just like he's looking at everybody. Like, I don't know if he's trying to be like an innocent, like puppy dog eyes, but it just comes across like bedroom
That's
eyes.
how he gets
Maybe-
people.
Maybe that's
Like-
one of Axel Foley's character traits is he wants to fuck.
Okay.
Well, I think that's just how Eddie, like a big part of Eddie Murphy's career is like, I give you that smile and those bedroom eyes, and like, you're down to clown. Let's
I'm just
go.
trying to say it worked. I want to fuck Eddie Murphy. I guess that's what I'm really trying to say. And I think
didn't
if I
know
put
it
a
went that
dress
far,
on
but
and go
okay.
stand on a street corner, I could probably do it too.
He's repeatedly making a charisma check and rolling 20s.
So,
Kajizma check.
Oh.
so here's the first time we hear Axel Foley's theme as he is parking his shitty car that he is bad at driving
He's
And
bad at driving it.
yeah, he like drives it up on the curve to like the curb to swing it around to pull into a parking spot.
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, but like,
and then he gets out, it starts rolling away from him.
Yeah.
but that may just be the car, though.
Yeah.
The car sucks, but he's not good at operating it either.
The car sucks. So does he.
Yeah, that is questionable. 'Cause, like, yeah, we don't
Don't talk
ever
about
see
my
him
man like
drive,
that.
right?
He doesn't really drive in this movie.
That's true. He doesn't. Brownie.
He
Oh, when-
somehow drove all the way from
Yeah.
Detroit to California.
Oh no,
When
you're
he's
right. Yes, I'm
on-
sorry.
There's that.
Duh.
Whatever, if that's Santa Monica Boulevard or whatever he's on, he is not looking ahead of him
No.
for most of that time. Like he's looking at other crap. He's not a
Yeah,
safe
I
driver.
legit thought that he was going to get into an accident. in
But
that
he
scene.
didn't.
He
so
didn't.
He's a really good driver.
He should have gotten pulled over.
I've got plot armor.
So he comes home, his door's open, he pulls his gun out, secures his apartment, and it's his friend Mikey. He's out of jail. He broke into his house. He's like, check it out. I got $10,000 in bearer bonds that I'm just carrying with me wherever I go.
brown-
It's not
Paper bag.
suspicious at all.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
This was reminding me of, do you remember the Joe Pesci, Danny Glover movie we watched, Gone Fishing?
I try not to.
Where they celebrated everything. They would make a plan, and then they would celebrate like the plan worked, and then they would never actually do the plan. That's like this guy. He's like, I'm rich. I have all these bearer bonds. I haven't cashed them in. I haven't hidden from the people I stole them from. I just have them.
Hey, Tony, do you remember 9/11? That's what you just did there, Joe. Do we remember Gone Fishing?
Jesus.
What kind
It-
of a question is
Now,
that?
okay, hold on. Gone Fishing. It's not like a 9/11. It's not like a
No,
Pearl
no, I'm
Harbor.
not saying
It's like an Oklahoma City bombing,
I'm not saying
like,
the same amount of people died. I'm just
no,
saying.
but it's like it hurts to hear about, but it's not like it's not Garbage Pail Kids.
No,
it's
but I'm
not
just
Three
saying
Ninjas.
we're not going to
It's not-
forget it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
It's not something that's going to slip out of our minds.
I don't know. I am
You're terrible.
surprised by the things you can forget and the
As
things
soon
that
as I
Brick
saw
doesn't know.
That's true.
Old Bay was the flavor for those goldfish. I was like, I'm just not excited about that.
Yeah, we tried those already.
Yeah.
Also, I do have to apologize to you, Rob, because I know you would have appreciated this. Yesterday, Brick did suggest to me that when we do the opening for the podcast, that it should just be Charlie Murphy's laugh.
Yeah.
And I was like, Charlie Murphy was in the movie? And he's like, yeah, he's the main character. And I corrected him. And I should
You should not have.
I didn't realize till after
It's the rule. Joe.
I corrected
It's the
him
number one
that I'm
rule.
like, no, I should have seen how long that would have gone for.
Never correct, always encourage.
The problem
The
is
same thing.
it's always there's that split second before it properly registers when you're already saying what the fuck are you talking about? You got to suppress that.
Did we lose Charlie Murphy?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But could you imagine Charlie Murphy as Axel Foley?
I could
Just like
happily.
the first time he meets Mr. Maitland, he's just like, I kick the shit out of him.
Like, what the fuck are you just?
Kick him across the room through a mirror.
Wouldn't even have to turn into fucking.
Carl Winslow.
No.
So anyway, we're off subject.
Yeah.
So this guy has stolen $10,000 in bearer bonds.
He's is it stealing if they were already stolen? He's just redistributing.
Let's go to a mall and I'm into a bar and get drunk and I'll bet a guy $100 that he can he's gonna miss his pool shot that he makes, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm rich. Let's go steal a car. And Axel's like, yo, I'm a cop.
Yeah, I'm not stealing a car.
But we find out Axel loves this dude because this dude, like, he could have brought Axel down with him and ruined his life essentially when Mikey got caught. But Mikey is not a snitch. He did not snitch, and Axel has now become a cop.
There's honor among thieves.
Presumably
after all.
put his criminal background behind him. And then they head home. And there's two goons there that immediately knock Axel out. And they...
He's just like done. He's out of the
Yeah.
scene.
Oh yeah, he's done.
Yeah, that blonde with the Trump hair just comes in with like a, I don't know if it was a butt stroke or like a pistol whip or I don't know what he did.
Now I'm gonna hit you with
Shatner
a butt
chop.
stroke. You're gonna fall down.
It was a butt stroke. Off.
Yep.
It's the greatest butt stroke. Fabulous butt stroke. You've never been hit by a butt stroke like this. Jesus.
And then Mikey's like, hey, yeah, I took the money, but I like also he's walking around with a paper bag full
Yeah,
of bearer
it's just-
bonds that they just take from him.
High security.
And
Well, to be fair, like he doesn't seem to have a home or a car or.
It's like, guys, the warehouse was full of these things.
Yeah.
I figure you wouldn't miss
I
one
just
little
took
bag.
a couple.
And I like this main goon is just every time Mikey talks, he's like, shut up. And then he's like, all right, Mikey, it's just this once. You don't come back to L.A. You're fine. You could go. And then right when Mikey starts walking, he knocks him down and then, quote unquote, shoots him in the head twice. In that the Foley artist put a gunshot, but I mean, I know you're not going to fire a blank at a dude at that range, but like frame it differently then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't just show that he clearly did not discharge the weapon. I know this is before you could just CGI a muzzle flash in.
He might as well have just held his finger out and went bang, bang.
Yeah,
That still feels like someone was like, "We'll fix something. We'll add something
Yeah.
in post," and they just did.
they did not.
But still, I felt the way that this flowed and the mood change all of a sudden, I felt like it was pretty brutal.
Yeah, no,
Guy
sure.
just like immediately was like,
Oh, yeah.
cold criminal.
Yeah, it's an effective scene, but it's one of those like this B could have been an A,
Right.
Just with a couple like basic filmmaking 101 things. All right, so now Anthony Mackie's dad's back, and he's like, "You better not want revenge."
We'll just call him Big Mackie from
Big
now
Mackie. He's like, "You better not like be investigating this case. Some other turd's gonna get this case," and like. Whoever that guy was, he never even showed up to Beverly
on. No,
Hills.
like there's nothing, no involvement whatsoever.
yeah.
It's just one dude standing over the like crime scene going, "Yep, somebody
Yeah,
died
he's like,
here."
well, Beverly Hills is all the way over there.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm not driving.
No, to be fair though, there's two things with that. One, he's Eddie Murphy says, Axel says he is a terrible cop, which is also awful because apparently he's in charge of homicides in Detroit. Like, you got your worst cop doing that. Good, but also like if you're not Charlie Murphy, if you're not Charlie Murphy, if you're not Axel,
we've got that going at least.
no,
We're
but if you're not
Charlie.
Axel, like you have nothing to connect it to Beverly Hills. He's the only one that knows that connection.
Yeah.
Like because he didn't say anything, they got
Yeah, he
nothing.
didn't share that.
yeah.
I guess, but like you could immediately like check this guy's like that. Okay, he was employed in Beverly Hills.
Also-
Yeah,
Well,
also
it-
his
it
dad's-
might not have been legitimate.
Yeah, it might not
But
have been.
his boss
Well, even
does know that he, should not be investigating this murder in Beverly Hills.
Well, yeah.
He-
But I mean, like, yeah. Other than he may, like, assuming he even has legal stuff to say,
worse.
he lived there. Like that. There's nothing to connect that with the crime or anything. Like, why would you? You're not liable to just take a trip out there. Although, once they heard Axel was out there as well, that should have tipped somebody off. But
sorry for the side here, but is Old Bay, like, for its intended purpose on, like, crabs and stuff, is it actually good? Because, like, I had one of these Old Bay goldfish, and it's just getting worse. Like, the longer it's in my mouth,
There
it's
is too much Old Bay.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like when you got Old
like
Bay
it needs to
in
be
stuff-
distributed
Yeah,
more.
well, it's in stuff. It's in stuff that's generally cooked.
Yep.
well, I think it also just depends on your taste in general.
Yeah, I mean it's just like let's see.
Like if you don't like crabs, you're not gonna like crabs better with Old Bay.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Ingredients: Old Bay seasoning, salt, spices. Thank you so much for that.
It seems to mostly just be salt and black pepper.
I'm getting a lot of black pepper.
She would say that it's an Old Bay explosion,
Old
Bay.
It's an Old Bay, like
like a Michael Bay.
Old Greg.
No, you worked way too hard on that one.
Yeah, I
Tastes
did.
like Old Greg.
Okay, so now he's just in Beverly Hills. He drove that Nova all the way to Beverly Hills from Detroit. And he's just
Only
driving
imagine
down
it's a month later.
what I suspect is Santa Monica Boulevard, and he's looking at everything but the road in front of him. And then he arrives at the hotel, just plays the race card successfully.
There you go.
Gets himself upgraded to a suite, for a room cost.
Gets himself upgraded to a suite in a hotel that only does reservations, not
Yep.
walk-ins.
And he goes to the art gallery that this guy Mikey was mentioning. A friend of theirs that they grew up with, Jennifer, works at. And here's where we meet Serge. It's just a wild Bronson Pinchot appears. And Axel introduces himself, and Serge is like, Ahmed Foley. He's like, no, Axel, it's Ahmed. And then, and it's that joke of like, modern art, it sucks. And they're looking at a piece. It is a table where there are people like being served 4 heads that are spinning around on platters.
Yeah, the art's kind of retarded, I'm
And
not going to lie.
the heads are the only things that are painted. And Serge is like, we sold this for $130,000. And Axel's like, get the fuck out of here. And he's like, I cannot. And then he meets with Jennifer. And
I'll say, this shtick of Bronson Pinchot,
Yep.
much more endearing here than trying to watch an entire season of Perfect Strangers. It's a little dose. It's a little dose. You're like,
Did you at any point set out with the goal to watch an entire season of Perfect Strangers?
no, it
at
just
once?
happened by, like when I was a child and it came out.
Oh, okay.
I just mean, okay, an entire episode. How about that?
All right. I was going to say, because you're just like...
Any amount of Perfect Strangers.
Yeah.
I remember Balki Bartaco.
Because this was like charming, and it's like, oh, he's got a thing going on. That's like, oh, he's doing this again.
Yeah, it's small
I think-
sprinkles of Serge.
I would also say is that we're being more kid friendly, and that kind of
Well, yeah, it wasn't
Makes it
Perfect
wear
Strangers a
thin.
spin-off of, or no, Family Matters was a spin-off of Perfect Strangers, wasn't it?
no.
Family Matters is a spin-off of Perfect Strangers because the Carl Winslow is the security guard at wherever they work.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
There you go. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
all
I don't remember.
Hey,
That.
hand me a chocolate tube full of cream, would you?
Sure.
So
Thank you.
Wow, I had no idea that there was a Perfect Strangers Family Matters multiverse.
There's a whole TGIF multiverse.
Yeah.
Because they've all crossed over at one point or another.
there's a crazy fan theory of like Carl Winslow also being his character in Die Hard and like that whole like the timeline of it and his arc with like accidentally shooting a kid and
But that dude's down with Diddy parties apparently, so I don't know.
Oh.
Reginald Vell Johnson.
Yeah.
That's a lot of baby oil.
He had a lot of baby oil.
Yeah.
If nothing else, even if none of the charges stuck, everyone just knows that man had a warehouse full of baby oil for his own personal use.
For greasing up Reginald Vell Johnson.
Yeah. All right. So
I'm so glad I don't watch the news.
This wasn't even from the news. This was something he tweeted out himself.
That he was down with it?
I'm so glad I don't look at Twitter.
Yeah, I heard it.
X.
I heard it when another comedian was saying he was a little disappointed when he heard that. Not because he looked up to him, but he's like, if that dude got an invite, why didn't I? Like, I don't want to go, but like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm better
So-
looking than him. Anyway.
we now learn from Jennifer that there's this guy, Victor Maitland, who he's this art dealer, and that's who Mikey worked for. And so Axel's like, all right, I'm just going to sneak in this guy's office. I'm going to get a thing of flowers, and I'm going to just pretend to be the flower delivery guy.
Oh, I
So-
hope he's smarmy and vaguely German.
So much failure happens here.
This man, he is evil, and he is European
Yeah.
of some sort.
Some
Stupid.
description.
And then the guy who killed Mikey is just in the room.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm going to hit this
He's-
button on my
Number
film.
one guy.
But yeah, he's such a dumbass because he should have just been like, oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. What can I tell you? He worked at this warehouse or something. Like, especially if you could give him like the wrong warehouse that he worked
Yeah.
at. Then he'd be running around in circles. He might never connect it to you.
Yeah.
Instead, he's like, I don't want you to know how evil I am, so I'm going to escort you out now.
Well, and by escort, he's like, I'm going to have 4 thugs with giant mustaches come and grab you, hold you for the entire elevator ride, and then throw you through a window.
Right. Yeah,
Through
my
a
own
plate-
window.
A plate glass window.
So you can tell they never throw people out of this building because, like,
Or they just
you got to have a meeting after that. You got to be like, there has to be a discussion of like what went wrong here. You know how much that window costs.
Root
Like,
cause analysis.
yeah, exactly. Like, there's like, I appreciate the enthusiasm,
No, that window's a
Or-
loss leader.
but like,
Yeah, or is that a plan? Like, all right, you guys know the deal.
Yeah.
When I tell you to escort someone out, you carry them to the front lobby, then throw them out the window. That way we can charge them for the
Yeah.
destruction and the cost of the window.
I was just about to make a stairs or window joke
yep,
when they threw him through the window. Glass window.
they made the choice for him.
yeah, it just happens. It's,
But yeah, but now like other scenario I have to think of is like, do they intentionally have one sugar glass window, and that's the window you just throw people through?
maybe.
Oh, it's not sugar glass.
Because like Eddie Murphy just takes that like a champ, and was like, his ass would have just bounced off that window if it was real. True. Maybe cracked it, but it would have been pretty terrible. Either way, you're just like, okay, that's a little bit of
Seemed
an
unnecessary.
overreaction. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're not going to carry him through like the rotating door, but you have another door for that purpose.
But I guess the whole point was maybe to get that story going that
Yeah.
they had to like forcibly.
Yeah, to make it look like he's crazy or whatever, and cause
Seems
some
like a
problems.
stretch.
And in Beverly Hills,
I mean, it is, but
if you throw an Eddie Murphy out a window, 2 blonde door cops will immediately show up and arrest him.
I'm sure they called the cops.
Yep.
That was the
And yeah, he gets taken to Beverly Hills Police Department, which is like this super high tech, like future looking police department.
It looks like a Lego police station.
And then they meet.
Yeah, from the outside, it looks like a fucking like Taj Mahal.
Yeah.
Looks like Arkham Asylum from the outside.
But the outside is the actual Beverly Hills Police Station.
Huh.
Yeah, and then on the inside, it looks like a fucking starship.
Arkham Asylum.
And yeah, we meet Sergeant Taggart and Detective Rosewood. And they're talking to Eddie Murphy, which just gets Taggart so pissed that he punches Axel right in the stomach.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah, it did not take long for him to just go to violence.
No, I've been punched in the stomach a few times myself.
And then Lieutenant...
By Taggart.
I think Taggart is slightly racist.
Yep.
You think so?
Hence my introduction name, yeah.
Okay.
So, Lieutenant Bogomeld over here, he yells at Taggart, and he's like, "Do you wish to press charges against him?" And Axel's like, "No, back in Detroit, we just punch each other all the time. That's how cops say hello. Like,
We don't file reports on
Yeah.
each other.
got time for paperwork." So then, like, the lieutenant's like, "All right, check it out.
Give me those
You should
Smurfs."
not be investigating the Tandino murder, which is Mikey's last name. I'll have to send you back to your boss said that you won't have a job to come back to. So I'm just going to, arraign you, and someone will have to bail you out." So Jennifer bails them out. And they're just like, okay, well, let's keep investigating this thing they told me not to. But the cops are following me because, they're not good at tailing someone because, who tails people in Beverly Hills? So
The bad guys.
yeah, he obviously realizes that they're going to follow him, back to the hotel. So he goes to the hotel, sends them some room service. He gets them like a shrimp salad sandwich and something else. And Taggart's like, "Get the fuck out of here!" But Judge Reinhold's like, "Yeah, I'll take that." And Detective Rosewood, indeed. And during this time, Axel procures some bananas from Damon Wayans. And just this random weirdo standing there. His job is to dispense fruit. You're just like, that was not a necessary scene. But I
No, not
enjoyed
at
it.
all.
But it comes as a fruit salad. You have to get all of the fruit.
It's so earned. Like,
There's
you
a
could tell it
package.
was not scripted. Like,
No,
yeah,
it's
it's
Frozen
massive.
bananas.
Oh.
No, yeah,
Shh, do not tell anyone.
again, from what I read, he was supposed to put a potato in the tailpipe, and they were gonna have a whole scene of him going through the kitchen and grabbing a potato.
Huh.
But for some reason, that was too expensive or something. So they just, on the fly, I guess, got a plate full of fruit and had him do that.
Yeah, wherever they were.
Because you could
Just
make
called
a
up
gay,
edibles arrangements or whatever.
you could make a gay joke out of a banana in your tailpipe.
Yeah, but no, it was like that was the afterthought. The first thought was we can't do potatoes or we can't do the kitchen scene, so let's change it to something else that's readily available. And I guess they must have just had fruit around the set or something. I don't know.
Just took it from catering.
Yeah.
Maybe. And just said, okay, well, we got enough fruit for a table. Put Damon Wayans behind it, and let's shoot a scene real fast.
So this is so much worse because he puts like 3 bananas up there. Like that's all up to like the muffler.
Yeah, that's a mess.
Like that's going to take some time to get out. And then they drive off, and the cop car stalls, and they go
Perpendicular in the middle of the road.
Yep. Of course. And they go to check out the warehouse that Mikey worked at. And, they find some coffee grounds. And then they see some guys come in and, like, break open a case of bearer bonds and unload that. And then leave.
It was a case of something else that happened to
They have
have
bearer
bearer
bonds,
bonds
yeah.
in it, and then they seal it back up again
Yep.
and put it on the truck.
It was the relic from the film The Relic.
That'd be awesome.
The movie's not awesome.
Banana.
I didn't say the movie would be awesome. I said if it was introduced into this movie, that would be awesome.
So they pursue these guys, and they go to a different warehouse. This is a customs bond warehouse. And he tells Jennifer to go home. I'm going to sneak in. Security, immediately spots him. But he flips his badge for, a second and then just pretends to be a customs security official.
Social engineering tactic.
Again,
Nobody
just-
questions it.
Urgency, emotional play, it's classic.
Well, one guy is
Also known
do you
as-
have a warrant for this? And then he just goes off on this whole
yeah.
rant about all the things he could do.
Yep.
And
It's
the guy...
called being a grade A bullshitter.
Yeah, and intimidates the guy to the point where he does not just go okay, can I see that warrant?
Someone put 3 bananas all the way up to your muffler. You get me, pal?
So
Yeah, chances are it's probably going to work at least 2 out of 3 times.
now
Give it a shot.
he just finds out that they're getting stuff past customs here, where there's a situation where the cases come in, wait to go through customs, they can be unloaded, and whatever can be smuggled in, probably drugs, but he has not seen drugs at this point.
But
He has seen coffee
He has seen coffee grounds, yeah.
which, as I learned from this movie, can be used to pack drugs to throw off the dog scent.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
So now they just train dogs to smell
It's-
coffee.
Yeah, it's...
Yep.
You need to do it in a crazy ratio like they have in this movie. Because they tested that on Mythbusters, and the dog saw right through the coffee.
Plus, it was sealed in wax.
Yeah. Yeah, there are other tactics and stuff involved. But, yeah, and it's also not 100%, but
Meanwhile, Detective Rosewood is just the fucking worst. He's talking to Taggart about there being 5 pounds of red beef in his bowels. He's like, because I know you like to eat red meat.
He cares
Taggart's
about
just
him.
don't talk to me. And then
He cares about him. He's his partner. He's
Foley just jumps in the back of the car ha ha!
surprise, motherfucker!
And they're just let's go to the titty bar. And he's basically look, I'm going to the titty bar. You're going to have to follow me there because that's your job. So let's just do that. And then we could talk there.
So prepare for titties.
Who the hell robs a titty bar?
no idea.
I don't know.
That's an awful lot of people you have to crowd control. And I guess you could take all the singles from the ladies, but
what? How
yeah,
much you think is there?
you're going to raid each of these strippers' tip jar?
Not only
what-
that, it was midday.
A lot of strip clubs, there is a cover charge. So,
yeah.
You were thinking way too hard about this.
I
What's
guess.
the cover charge? $15?
Of all the places that you could rob, I would imagine a titty bar would be among the places you'd expect people to be carrying concealed weapons. Mm-hmm. So I feel like you'd be more at risk doing that than some other kind of
Everybody's
business.
got their hands on their dick. They're not doing it.
Yeah, everybody's watching the girls and not looking at what's going on.
Yeah, and I feel like if you're going to do it that way, you just walk up to the bar and be like, "Yo, give me all the money in the till."
Right.
Like,
Yeah, you don't make a show of
Okay,
that.
all right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how much of a show they were planning on making before things got out of
Or
hand.
just
But-
like pickpocket. That would
Yeah.
be a place to pickpocket.
You guys, like, they clearly were stupid and incompetent, and like this was obviously just a thing to kind of progress the story.
Oh, yeah,
and,
of course.
You know,
So these two guys are trying to rob the titty bar, and then the guy has like a shotgun down his trench coat, and Foley comes up to him. He's like, "Phil, how you doing? Oh, Phil, you changed so much." And Phil pulls a shotgun and puts it in Foley's face, and then Taggart has meanwhile positioned himself near the other guy, and they basically
Because Foley told him to.
yeah, he clocked
Like
them coming
he
in.
was prepping those two cops. He's like, "Hey, check it out. I see something's about to go down. I'm going to make you guys look like heroes. You
Yep.
you participate in this. You get some
Well,
credit." And
even that, it wasn't about like I'm gonna make you look like heroes. It was just he clocked these dudes coming in. He knew something bad
Yeah,
was about to
yeah.
happen. And he wanted to stop it. He's a good cop.
he
Foley's
is,
passive
but, like,
perception is off the charts.
It was clear that it seemed to me at least that he was trying to do those two cops a solid and be like,
No,
let's
he
do
does that, but he
actual
doesn't
work.
do that till later.
Yeah.
His only goal at that point is to stop the bad thing that's about to
Okay,
happen.
yeah, all right.
And because this is how he functions. Like, oh, now I'm given this opportunity to make friends with them to really like solidify this. So let me give this bullshit story
Well, that-
about how they did everything.
That it was also covering his own ass for
that is
performing law enforcement outside of his jurisdiction.
yeah. Again, it's just him being a grade A bullshitter, and this is how he functions.
So, back at the police station now, Foley speaks up and basically tells a lie about Taggart and Rosewood. It
was a good lie.
Getting the, they're the ones that, made the bust, and they saw the guys go in because they were waiting outside for Foley to come back out. And a constant nemesis that Foley has to deal with through this movie is the Beverly Hills Police Department's rigorous commitment to policy, procedure, and integrity to the cost of like their police work.
Except punching black people.
Yeah. But there's always an exception for that.
Taggart got a reprimand.
Yeah,
And he did. Yeah.
Immediate
but
It was
after he
was,
did it.
He was made to apologize.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
well,
After he did it.
and Foley was offered the option to press charges.
Yeah.
For,
So
But yeah.
After he did it.
well,
Yep.
Well, I think you're
Still
kind of
happens.
racism hunting there a little bit. I think it was just he was being made fun of and made to look like a fool, and he punched the guy.
Well, yeah. Racism aside, he assaulted the man,
Yeah.
which cops shouldn't really do.
No, and he
Yeah.
was reprimanded
Yes.
for it.
Well, again,
He's also the sergeant.
but it's
Yeah.
everybody's about order except
Except for
him
that part.
for doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
He's not following order.
They have their
Yes, he was
moments where they
reprimanded, but-
lapse.
Yeah, anyway.
yeah.
So he's like, "Y'all fucked up a perfectly good lie," and leaves.
yeah, he was like, that lie was working.
Yeah.
And the
It's working.
lieutenant or whatever a guy's name is.
Taggart or Belvedere or whatever his
Belge.
Gargamel.
Garge.
Bergamot.
Bergamot, yeah, we'll go with
He
that.
he was smirking. He was like,
Bogomel.
yeah, no, the lie was actually working.
Beauregard? What?
Bogomeld.
Never gonna remember that.
So yeah, I just read it and forgot it.
Booger mouth.
So now Foster and McKay are on the case. Two other guys.
You're
and
next.
so now Foley's just like, I'm just gonna go to Maitland's house and just stand there. So
But before that, he orders them breakfast, coffee,
Yup.
and donuts to let them know that he knows that they're watching him.
So then the cops, they show up. Foley gives the black cop an instruction on how to be more black. Then
He basically fucking calls him an Uncle Tom.
Yeah.
You know.
he's like, "No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding." And then Maitland's limo pulls out of his house. So he's like, "Well, I'm gonna go follow that car. I'm not gonna say I'm doing that, but that's basically what I'm gonna do." And they're like, "Well, we're gonna follow you." So now we have this obvious, like, I'm following you, and then these guys are following me situation. But I like how he plays this because he waits at the light, and the light's yellow, and right when it turns red, he goes after Maitland and just guns it across the street. And then the two cops try to run the red light, and they get stuck behind cars. And then Eddie Murphy just makes this noise. This just
Okay.
He went full sloth.
Yeah.
It's his war cry.
That's him trying too hard to do his own laugh.
He's channeling Donkey.
Yep.
I think he's
And-
part donkey.
This got a legitimate laugh out of me when he arrives.
Oh,
at,
that's the Shrek connection.
yeah.
Oh.
Did you? You just got that?
Yes.
You did not know he was actually in Shrek?
I just realized that, yeah.
Okay.
So they arrive at this like members only club. And I love Maitland pulls up, the valet is like parks the car or whatever. And then he pulls up in this shitty Chevy Nova. And he's like, "You park it in a good spot. All this shit happened the last time I parked here." I don't know, something about it just got me. And the valet's just like, "Oh yes, sir, right away."
It's funny, but one thing I realize now, like, this was the kind of stuff where I'm like, oh, he's so cool, whatever, when I saw this back in the, whenever, I'm old. But, like, now I'm just like, you're not even going to tip that guy. Like, fuck you.
no.
Like, that poor bastard.
Well, not after what happened last time.
That guy didn't do it.
So now to get past the maitre d', he plays the gay card, and he's basically like, "I'm Ramon, and I have to I need you to give a message to Maitland that he has type 10 herpes simplex."
Yep.
And the maitre d's like, "You better go tell him." And he's like, "Yeah, I think that would be best." So he comes in. Number one goon's just like, "I'm going to stop you," and he's like, "I'm going to throw you across this damn buffet table."
Well,
Yeah, we need to take a moment here.
somebody's going to throw somebody across the.
Well, yeah, my stunt double's going to throw you across the buffet
Carl
table.
Winslow.
So I don't know about you, Joe, but we paused it.
I did not.
Tony actually took a photo of the screen. This man
It
Could
looks
not-
like
could
Carl
not-
Weathers.
Oh,
if his
shit.
Face got stung by
That is
bees.
not. That is so not either of them.
fucking Lionel
Yeah.
Richie throwing Jiminy
You
Glick
guys
across
saw
the
it, but-
fucking table.
Well, it's funny. He doesn't look like he's in any better shape
No,
or
he
anything than Eddie Murphy.
He looks like he's going to need a nap after that stunt.
It's probably just some salty old stuntman that can
Oh, yeah.
whoop your ass 6 different ways,
And then
Like-
take a nap.
and then take a nap. Yeah.
And then take a nap.
And he probably played a background cop in a bunch of the other scenes, but
That's like
he's a bigger man, and he was able to throw that dude.
that's like if you watch I think it's Fame, the big dance sequence when she does the breakdancing, and she's actually the breakdancer Crazy Legs. So if you pause it, it's clearly like she's the Hulk now, like her legs are all jacked.
So, so he finally gets to sit down with Victor until the cops show up again.
Yep. They exchange threats, and then the cops show up and arrest him, take him back to the police station. Yep. This time he's like, "All right, let me just tell you what I actually have found out."
He also walks by the two that were supposed to be tagging him. He's like, "Didn't I see you around somewhere?" They're like, "God damn it!"
And he's telling them all basically about this smuggling operation, but he's like, "I can't prove anything. I didn't see the drugs." And the lieutenant's like, "Well, then we can't do anything." He's like, "I mean, I could get around a search warrant." He's like, "We don't get around search warrants in Beverly Hills. We just let that shit happen."
Correct. Otherwise, we wouldn't have any income.
But also, I guess in fairness, like a Beverly Hills attorney would pick that case apart, no problem,
Yeah.
if they, fucked around
That's
without a
the
search
problem.
warrant. So now Maitland and his number one guy show up at Jennifer's gallery, question her, be like, "You've been fucking around with Axel Foley?" She's like, "Nah. He came in here, and then he told me Mikey died and he left." So now, should we call it? Axel's like the lieutenant's like, "Axel, you got to go. Rosewood, take him back to his hotel, watch him pack, take him to the city limits. If he comes back in, we're arresting him." And then Axel's just like, yo, check it out. You're going to just cave in and do what I want to do. So we're going to go check out this warehouse. But first we gotta get Jenny so she could let us in. And Rosewood's like, cool, I'm down.
Did we miss the part where the chief chews out the...
Oh, yeah, the chief comes in and tells him that. So, yeah, the chief's like, I want this guy out of here.
Which also, just quick note, but like it occurred to me around here, I was like, again, you're all really stupid because I know technology isn't quite the same then as it is now and everything, but like he could have very easily been like, here's a fake art piece, whatever, mannequin head, something with a camera in it and a microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to her. Tell her to go put it in the warehouse. You could have had
Still
this.
need to get a warrant for that.
Well, no, that would give her something. She could then go to them.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be involved, or the same way he lies about everything else. Be like, I had nothing to do with it. She found the evidence. That's basically what they say she does at the end.
Yeah.
So, but
No,
nobody.
You'd still need a warrant for that.
But he could have used her as the probable cause to get the warrant.
Sure.
She has this stuff. Then when she says, "Hey, I can prove they did this," they can get a warrant.
There's laws about what can be used as admissible.
Well, yeah, but then they can.
When you're recording,
That is.
when you're recording a conversation.
Yes, but they might not be able to use that, but they could use that to get a warrant and pursue what they're doing. That's the bullshit lie he basically tells at the end of the movie.
Oh, at the end, all of that is bullshit.
What?
So either way, they get Jenny. They go to the warehouse. Axel's like, okay, Rosewood, you got to wait outside because, this whole thing will get ruined if you come in there now without a warrant. But, since I'm not in my precinct and she's not a cop, we could just break in there.
Yeah.
We'll just commit crimes. So they go in the warehouse. They actually find drugs in one of these art crates, and they're immediately accosted by goons. Maitland shows up. Billy sees him go in, but he doesn't do anything yet. Maitland then has Jenny taken out, put in the car. He's like, "You're coming back to my house. You should be worried about what we're going to do to you, not what we're going to do to Foley." And goon number one here, he's like, "Yeah, I killed your friend Mikey. I'm going to hit you with a couple gut punches and a Shatner chop." And then
he licks his hand and slaps him across the head.
Then Maitland, Jenny, and number one goon all leave. And now Billy's like, all right, I guess I better go in there. And he comes in, shoots a guy. Axel beats up two other guys. And they go off in pursuit of, to go into Maitland's house. They call Taggart. They tell him to check out the warehouse. Taggart's like,
why?
yeah. Taggart eventually, he's like, okay, send two guys to check out the warehouse. I'm going to go stop Foley and Billy from entering Maitland's place. And basically, Foley's like, I'm going in here. You could shoot me if you want, but I got to go in. This woman's going to get killed. So,
and the Rosewood is like, yeah, I'm with him.
And Sergeant's like, all right, well, let me get my shotgun. And now we get a halfway decent bit of gunplay with the security. First off, we get Taggart and Rosewood fucking around with trying to climb over a wall because Foley told them to go that way, and it's like, all right, well, that way's just a dead end. So why didn't you just come back to the way Foley went and go up the stairs?
Yep.
No, they have to dick around and climb the wall. And then, Foley's just laughing.
Taggart has to try and climb the wall.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, send Rosewood, because Taggart could have thrown him over that wall.
Yeah. That would be like if it was Brian and Becca trying to go over a wall, and Brian insisted on being the one lifted over the wall.
Yeah.
Becca might not be the best example. She might actually be able to lift Brian.
Anyway, so now, right after Taggart waddles his ass over the wall, the gunfire starts, and Rosewood just picks up the shotgun and casually goes around. By this point, Lieutenant Beauregard has found out what's going on. He's sending the cops over. Reinforcements are on their way. We get some pretty good gun time. Reasonably good, like, gunfight tactics with flanking moves and covering fire. I was like, for just a generic gunfight, this was pretty cool. Then Foley goes in the house while Rosewood and Taggart kind of get pinned down by two security guards that have automatic weapons and no clue on how to use an automatic weapon. They're just spraying and praying at the statues in front of them.
Well, no one here can aim.
No one's... Well, no.
The cops can aim.
Yeah,
Well, the
Rosewood
cops,
can
yes.
aim real well. He's got
Yes.
2 kills
I'm
so
sorry.
far.
It's a crack shot.
Yeah.
His
None of
little
the villains, I should say.
Snubby 38.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you notice he uses the sights, and so does Foley.
Yeah.
But, yeah, these bad guys are just like...
Yeah.
You know,
Dude, they're firing into the house.
Yes.
Into the house they're protecting.
So Rosewood's like, you remember Butch Cassidy when the whole army's there and they only have a little bit of ammunition? And Taggart's just like, stop talking.
I am totally with him on this because, like, that's not the thing to bring up right now.
We're not doing a last stand death
Yeah.
charge into 2 people.
Yeah.
Remember when they kissed in that scene?
He's also, at this point, he stood up and showed his badge. He's like, police, you're under arrest.
They shot at him.
Yeah. It's like, if you do that again, I'm going to shoot
See,
you.
that one, I said I was kind of on his side because, like, if you don't at least try to do
Yeah.
that, you're just murderers.
He's following
and-
procedure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
While you're
talking
like,
about Butch Cassidy, it's a different.
and that sets off a pretty funny like joke that pays off a little bit later. So now the 2 security goons that are watching the monitors that tipped off everyone that Foley was in the house in the first place. They're like, well, fuck this, we're running away. They try to get away on a van. They get caught by all the cops rushing in. All the cops crash into each other like this was the Blues Brothers. And now Foley's in like a gun battle, like a game of hide and seek, hide and go shotgun with goon number 1. But he lays a little ambush and he catches him, shoots him, and then immediately gets shot in the arm by Maitland, who then goes and grabs Jennifer and uses her as a shield. The lieutenant now just from nowhere comes running in and like Maitland's like, who's that? And then Jennifer elbows Maitland and he's like, oh no. And both the lieutenant and Foley just shoot the shit out of him. Like,
She is lucky his gun didn't go off.
He gets one shot off at Foley, and
Yeah.
then they shoot the shit out of him.
they shoot him like a dozen times, and then you see his perforated corpse falling down a flight of stairs.
I asked, I'll ask this to you as to them already, but do you think Ronnie Cox saw that and was like, when I get to be in RoboCop, I'm going to ask them to do that to me, but way bigger?
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's a good call.
Because it's kind of the death he had. It's not as brutal as Ed 209, or not. No, that wasn't. Was that Ed 209 or was that RoboCop? I can't remember now.
Well,
That shit's Ronnie Cox.
Roddy Cox. I thought he was wasn't he the drug dealer, or is that someone else?
No, Ronnie Cox was the
the head
president
of,
of OCP.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking someone else. That's the RoboCop shoots the shit out of him.
RoboCop. Okay.
Yeah, and then he grows like 12-foot long arms as he falls out the window.
Oh yes. Oh, it all comes back to that.
Okay, so now
I'll get over it.
Billy and Taggart are still pinned down by these 2 guys when a whole like firing line of cops with shotguns show up, and the goons are like, "Okay, we surrender." And that's when Billy pops up again, and he's like, "You're under arrest. Put down your weapons." And that got a laugh out of me. So now the chief shows up, and he's just like, "What the fuck is happening here? You better explain this." And the lieutenant straight up like tells a lie that's close enough to what happened to fool the chief. And then
Well,
he
it
looks
doesn't fool the chief.
well for a
Yes.
bit because the chief's like, Taggart, is that true? And then
Are
Taggart's
you
like,
all going to tell the same
Yeah.
story in
Yes.
court?
It's like, yes, that's what happened.
He still knows it's not the truth.
Yeah.
It's procedurally accurate enough
Yeah.
that they can get away with it.
He still hits him with his shillelagh, though.
It puts it in his tailpipe.
Yes. This chief, I swear, has to have voiced like a ton of like Christmas movies and things. I don't know. Just that voice sounded very familiar. I should probably look it up.
So the lieutenant agrees to also straighten things out with Foley's boss so he doesn't get fired. And then
Specifically so he doesn't stay in Beverly Hills.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to have a job anymore. I think I'm going to be a private eye in Beverly Hills. And he's like, no.
So now
Thank you.
we find Eddie Murphy's leaving the hotel. He's about to pay his bill when Taggart and Rosewood show up to pay it. And
It's on the Beverly Hills Police
Yep.
Department.
And Foley, he gives Billy a hotel robe, and he gives one to Taggart. Taggart's like, why don't you keep it? He's like, I got like 3 of them stuffed in this bag.
Yeah. Once he finds out that his tab is going to be on
Yep.
Beverly Hills, he's like, oh, add on 2 more of those
Yep.
robes
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
are
let's
$100
charge more.
Money is no object.
$100 a piece.
Yep.
And then they're like, all right, well, let's go to the spot I know of. We could have a drink while you're, and the Taggart's like, all right, we'll have a drink while we're on duty. I don't care anymore. And then, like, Eddie Murphy gets in his car and he makes this weird-ass face that the movie freeze frames
It's
on.
like the end of Thriller. Yeah. He's got cat eyes or something.
Yeah. Like, his eyes are about to pop out of his head. And it is just Finn. It's done.
Vincent Price laughs.
Yeah.
That was his wait till you see the titty bar I'm going to take
Yep.
you to now, please.
And that's Beverly Hills Cop.
The strippers have bananas.
You provide the tailplane.
Oh, Tony.
Yeah, so on RottenTomatoes.com, critics gave this a score of 82%. Audience gave this a score of 82%.
Wow. All right.
That's right on the money. But that's their thoughts and opinions. What about you and yours? Let's go, Brick.
I liked it. I didn't really see anything wrong with it, aside from the Murphy laugh there. That was a little weird. But yeah, the movie seemed solid. I liked the acting. The plot felt okay to me. It wasn't particularly complicated, but that's not what the movie was trying to be. Thought it was funny. It was enjoyable to watch. Didn't feel slow to me. Yeah, go ahead, watch it. I'd give it a like a B minus. Yeah, I'd give it a B minus. Go watch it. Not bad.
Okay. John.
Eddie Murphy's typically not my cup of tea, but this one I was entertained. It's like a buddy cop movie, but the buddy is like a rotating ensemble of different buddies. Yeah, I mean it was fun. I would recommend. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can't just end there. Joe.
I really like the Axel Foley character. I wasn't as wild about like the movie itself, but towards the end of the movie, I started enjoying myself. I would say like a B minus is fair. Like how I think the critics and audience rating is I agree with. If for an hour and 42 minutes it goes by fast, but you are still spending a lot of time being like, what are we doing here? Because like we don't like the whole movie happens in the last half hour, and like for a while you're just like, I don't know what we're just kind of fucking around. It feels like, but it's kind of fun fucking around, and there really wasn't anything that I felt like insulted my intelligence or made me cringe or anything. Some of the stuff that he says wasn't funny, but it wasn't like it fit the character, so it felt a little more authentic. So overall, I can't complain too much. It's like a B minus. I would recommend it. But the character of Axel Foley, I could see why you'd immediately be like, we're making a franchise around this guy because he's pretty cool.
Rob.
I like it very much. Yeah.
Oh, you still got more. Okay.
No, it's fun. I enjoyed the movie. It's probably my favorite Eddie Murphy film.
I'll take Coming to America any day over this.
I don't know.
Coming to America is almost, for me, it's almost a perfect movie.
Yeah, I mean, and that's
a little-
fine. I think this one just maybe edges that out.
I have to watch Trading Places again too.
I
That one
I
probably does
don't
not
think
hold
I've
up.
ever seen Trading Places all the way through.
'Cause in the 80s, Eddie Murphy did some bangers.
Yeah. So I enjoy it.
Before he started just making himself the whole cast.
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
that's a problem for another day. But yeah, same here. It's fun. Yeah, the plot is super simple, and again, in my research with how this is made, it's not surprising. It's just him slowly learning clues with a whole lot of bullshitting in the middle. But the bullshitting is fun. It's light. It's entertaining. And that's all you really need. So yeah, I would recommend it. I don't think it's anything you need to it's not like a must-watch necessarily. But if you're looking for a good time,
But you should watch a scene where he's in the restaurant and turns into the Green Goblin for half a second.
fucking hulks out.
Go for the heart, Murphy.
That was definitely my favorite part. But yeah, so overall, it seems we are recommending.
That was a borderline fat chat like crime.
Oh yeah.
That buffet.
I mean, what, the buffet itself? Or
No,
the way
ruining
they-
that
ruining the
buffet.
You get more of a pass when you're like smashing like snooty brunch. It's
Yeah.
like a bunch of rich people who weren't going to eat that food
Yeah, 'cause
anyway.
here's the thing. Half of that stuff's getting thrown out anyway.
Yeah.
So really the foul has to go to the restaurant or the snooty people not eating it. And I believe they did get I believe Eddie Murphy did get called out for ruining that lunch, that buffet.
But yeah, so we're recommending Beverly Hills Cop.
Yep. What's next? Who the hell rolled last time?
I think you did.
There, it's in the bucket.
That was
Was it
me.
Tony?
So
So it's
now
Rick
Brick.
then.
Rick, grab the sack.
God help
the
us all.
sack.
Retrieve one of the two
Get the
Primus.
stones
Save
inside
us.
of it.
Heavier.
10.
Right in the middle.
Yep.
Seriously, had me scared for a minute there. Hope you like who farted?
I did not.
Might have been me actually.
Hope you like fart.
Hope you like dragons
Oh.
and Christian Bale
Oh no!
and Matthew McConaughey
Oh,
and whoever the hell else is in Reign of Fire.
That's pretty much it.
No, Gerard Butler.
Oh, it's
is
a-
in there
got a
too, I
Butler.
think, in there too.
Did we not do this already?
we have not done it.
Nope. 2002. Reign
2 out of
of
4
Fire.
ain't bad. I like dragons and I like Gerard Butler. I mean, Christian Bale.
Yeah, when he's not pretending to be Batman, he's all right.
That's a whole nother.
He's not yelling at the
Oh, good for you.
staff.
Yeah, whatever.
We're
Actual
done
personalities
professionally.
aside, whatever. So join us next time, everybody, for Reign of Fire. A bunch of Dargans. Yay!
Yay! Dargans.
Adios, everybody.
All right, yeah. Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you,
If one of you drives to the titty bar, I'm legally obligated to follow you.
and I'll be there with a
With your
gun
tassels
in my
twirling.
trench coat.
I'll be there with a sack of bananas.
Is that what you're calling it?
That's right. That's what I'm calling it. My snub nose. Bye, everybody.
Hello.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed the episode, please subscribe, and if possible, leave a review. If you have questions, comments, or would like to sponsor an episode, email us at the4ampodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to support the show, you can buy a t-shirt, hoodie, and more at Teespring. Or gain access to exclusive content by becoming a patron at patreon.com/4ampodcast. Thanks again for listening. See you next time.